Billy, is news is kind of flat this week, right?
Yeah, there's only a couple of
There's something that just came out. I don't know, Billy, what you knew about it, but they're reporting that Kevin Owens just re-signed with WWE.
Yeah, that's been out like for most of today. I mean,
Okay.
I can't. I can discuss it, but it's not mine. So
Yeah.
Well, but what's there to discuss? He re-signed. He's not going to AEW. It's like, okay. Well, what's the discussion there?
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
okay, Kevin Owens resigned. Okay, here's the discussion. Kevin Owens didn't get let go. That's like that would be. It's like when a day goes by when WWE doesn't release somebody, that's like a news story.
That's funny because when I was watching Raw, I was thinking to myself, this guy's pretty close to being let go. And it's going to be very hard to replace him because he's a great promo. All his promos are always good. Believable promo. He's great in the ring. He's over with the people. The only thing is when they did the opening segment, and we'll get to that when we cover Raw, Seth Rollins looked like a star. MVP looked like a star. Bobby Lashley looked like a star. Kevin Owens looked like, the designated driver from your bowling team. He just does not look like a star. Other than that guy's money, bro. But go ahead.
I was saying, since Billy doesn't have that much news, do you guys just want to review Raw and SmackDown with Billy with us?
I don't mind.
Do you want to do that?
Be cool. Did you watch the shows, Billy?
This week's Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. If you're talking about this last Friday SmackDown.
Yeah. All right. Let's start the show reviews. Let's get into it.
Okay. Well, do you have any news? Not really.
Yeah. Yes. Just a couple of.
Give us what you have, and then we'll review the shows.
Okay. You want me to start?
Yeah, no, you know what I'm going to do?
All right, I'll start it off.
And I'm going to be the Dave Meltzer of this segment, okay? I'm going to review I'm going to rate the stories on the star systems.
Well, you're kind of like a Mark like him, so yeah, you're good. Yo, we're back with our boy from London town, Billy Body with the hot news. What you got? Boom.
Yeah, so as we
just
discussed
before we start. But I just want to get, because I know a lot of people listen to the show. But Billy's been getting some heat on Twitter from people that think he's lying about his picks on
LiveBetting.com. Which is very easy to research.
Very easy. Let me be honest. I've been following. Billy has hit 24 straight one-unit plays in a row.
Right.
That is absolutely confirmed and stuff. So it's like people think like your record's BS and stuff, and all that's it. I'm telling you, he's hit 24 straight one-unit plays in a row. So tip your hat to Billy on the run here on LockBetting.com. It's been great.
If you're not making money with him, that's on you.
Yeah.
That doesn't, as I was explaining to the guys on Sports Gambling Podcast, that doesn't come from the gambling community. It comes from
the wrestling community.
Because you got heat with them.
Yeah, they don't like me for something else, like an opinion or something on my show or an anti-vax point of view or whatever.
So and then don't listen to it. I don't listen to shit I don't like,
Yeah, but they don't contact me, Konnan. They contact the people I work for and my sponsors.
Well, I don't give it. Like if you've seen, I don't give a unless you do something really stupid. I don't, Other than that, I don't give a what fans say.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you got for news?
Yeah, so quickly with the news, as we were saying off the air, I haven't got a lot of stuff this week. It sometimes, and I used to say this to Russo as well, when you have real news, it's difficult to get a whole load of stuff every week. Like, I don't make stuff up.
No, it's cool, bro. If you only got one piece of news, you got one piece, and it, and then we'll just do the Raw and the SmackDown. We'd rather you what you have instead of you trying to make something, you know what I'm saying? Make something up to fill time.
Yeah, I don't have that that website where I have to do 5-6 things a day to keep traffic going. So I don't do that. So yeah, with my stuff, it's legit. So the first thing is from a conversation I had this week. It seems like the WrestleMania main event is not 100%. So where we were talking about Brock Lesnar going in and facing Roman. Now this is nothing to do with day one at all. The thing that happened with day one is that Brock Lesnar didn't want to be teamed up in a 6-man tag with the Viking Raiders. So when day one was originally...
What?
Yeah.
Neither would I. Wait a minute.
So the change for day one was a 6-man tag.
Can I ask you a question? What was the match going to be?
The Bloodline versus the Viking Raiders and Brock Lesnar. The Vikings versus the Bloodline.
Well, the Bloodline's cool, but the Viking Raiders...
They're trying to elevate these guys into a spot that they don't belong.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. What Disco said. Once Kofi was off TV, the plan was to elevate a new number one contender team So you would have had the Viking Raiders going in with the Usos, and you would have made a match out of that. And obviously, you have the Vikings with Brock Lesnar being the Viking.
Right.
And the
Wait, what happened to Kofi?
He wasn't injured. His wife had a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he had that time off, and he wasn't supposed to come back into this feud. But Brock Lesnar didn't see any point of him teaming up with the Viking Raiders.
Bro, that's how much the business has changed. Back in the day, you got zero time off for a baby.
Stuff like that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you had Ali and Kofi off for the same reason at the same time, both having children. So yeah, you got that time off. 3 weeks they had. So that was what was supposed to happen at day one. So that's nothing to do with it. The idea was always to make this pay-per-view as big as possible because it's a Nick Khan pay-per-view to do this on January the 1st. So it's considered to be more important than the Royal Rumble.
What do you mean a Nick Khan pay-per-view?
A Nick Khan pay-per-view, as in this is his idea. This is his baby to go on January the 1st, which is another Saturday as well. So they want the biggest match possible here, which would have involved Brock and Roman on opposing sides. So the idea will now be to come up with a finish to extend this to the Royal Rumble, or to have Brock win the Royal Rumble and then face Roman at WrestleMania. If you do that, the only thing that's thrown a curveball in this for me is the fact that I heard this week that Jeff Hardy leaving has messed up where they were going with Drew McIntyre. So whatever they were doing with McIntyre involved Jeff Hardy staying around for a bit in terms of McIntyre having something to do. If they need to find something for McIntyre to do, it looks like they're killing time, which means that he would possibly have been somebody that they were holding off to WrestleMania. So I've not been able to confirm that because the only thing I've got from directly the person that we're talking about here is that he doesn't know what's going on. So, and everybody's being very tight-lipped about the Jeff Hardy thing. Either they don't know, but one thing they are saying is that this thing with him being drunk on purpose or trying to get released on purpose, this whole thing that's being spread around just because this guy had bookings immediately, that's like he didn't. That there was no way he did that because there was, like, as I said on this show last week.
Well, they were giving him a push.
Yeah, they were giving him a push, and when you face Roman Reigns every night on the road to WrestleMania tour, and this is the time it hots up because these Christmas shows, they all start selling out around Christmas time. The Christmas shows do well, and then that momentum carries over to January all the way to WrestleMania.
I want to make a comment here. Remember we talked about, like, I originally said that I think that doing the pay-per-view on January 1st is a silly idea. That's like college football day and stuff. But now I'm looking at this, right? So you got basically everybody in the demographic, the target demographic, males 18 to 49, are going to be watching TV that day. Everybody's watching the bowl games and stuff everything. So really the only competition is the Baylor Ole Miss game, the Sugar Bowl that night. And like all day long, you have people basically indoors watching TV, watching sports and everything. This really is not a bad idea to run on that day.
That's a good point.
Because I'm thinking people watching, hey, let's watch. You watch some of the games. Hey, the WWE pay-per-view's on. You got friends over. You got friends over watching the game. That might be. That actually might be a very clever Nick Khan idea. You
also have the footfall on the Saturday night. It's one of the rare nights where the footfall on the nightclub scene and everything is going to be less on the Saturday because of the New Year's Eve.
Because New Year's on Friday, right? That's actually Yeah. This is actually. I'm all for that. I'm thinking this. I'm changing my tune. I think this is a good idea. So,
yeah.
All right.
What else you got? I'll give you 3.5 stars on that piece of news.